Good day everyone, I'm your host Justin Montenegro. Today we're here to interview a foreigner and ask them about their perspective on the Filipinos and the like. Let's get going, shall we? Looks like we have a foreigner here. What's your name, miss?
My name is Sam.
Sandra.
Yes.
Can we ask a bit of your questions?
Sure.
Okay then. First off, how do citizens of your country perceive Filipinos?
In my country, there is no a lot of knowledge about Filipinos. However, the people who knows about Filipinos are those who in my country are working with Filipinos. And as I know, the level of my knowledge, they consider Filipinos hard workers and very humble in my country when they work there. Especially my brother works surrounded by Filipinos, and he's always telling me that they are very humble.
Hardworking, I see, okay.
Yeah.
Next one. How do you think Filipinos perceive citizens in your country?
I can't be sure at all about this because I don't have Filipino friends, and most of my countrymates here didn't have the chance to mingle with Filipinos. However, I can also provide an assurance that regardless of what we can see outside person as us as foreigners, I do believe that Filipinos, the few Filipinos that get the chance to mingle with us, the citizens of my country, they have the experience of us as very friendly, accommodating, and hard workers as well.
I see, I see. That's nice to hear. Next one. Describe the differences in manner of speaking.
This is quite of easy. This can change regardless of in regard of the country or probably the area where you grew up in. However, manners of speaking, if ever you are having a formal speaking, you have to maintain proper gesture as well as maintain eye contact, and also try not to avoid question if they are further questions, and always try to explain yourself further and further.
I see. So really formal then.
Yes.
Okay, next one. What are the different behaviors of Filipinos that are not acceptable or not usually done in your home country?
Okay. I observe in my own observation. Okay, I observe that Filipinos, when it comes to sleeping over their friends or probably having someone else they don't know at all at home, Filipinos are very accommodating. Like they can easily take you in their places. However, I observe that this is done among Filipinos. When it comes to other citizens, they are more, they don't usually do it. I had this experience in group activities that whenever we say, let's work at home, and I'm over in my place, I don't know if they're shy or something like this. So in my country, if someone is offering her or his place for you, it's unacceptable for you not to accept.
I see. Really different.
Yeah.
Next one. What are similarities of Filipinos and citizens of your country in terms of behavior and thinking?
In terms of behavior, Filipinos like food, and this is something that we all can agree on. And my citizens, my countrymates love food. If you are going to my country, you will be delighted with the variation of foods, specialties that we offer. And most of the things that we are getting involved, it has foods. For example, if we are going to have a match, like a soccer match, after this we're going to eat. If ever we're going to a party or someone is visiting, you're not handling the party, right? But the fact that if someone is coming to your place, you are preparing food, so the table is always full of food.
I see. Same as us. And then next one. What was your most difficult adjustment staying here in the Philippines?
I had a lot of difficulties in adjusting because of many things. However, I will remark that the most difference was in adjusting with Filipinos was their behavior. I'm a very talkative person. I usually get involved with others. And when I first arrived, I was like, I'm gonna make new friends, I'm gonna get involved with you, with us, and wherever. But I observed that Filipinos are not that easy to mingle with sometimes. I observed that I thought that I had friends just because we have a group activity, but then the next time we're gonna pass each other as if we don't know. So I had a very hard time with that because I thought that if ever we've been classmates before, we can still greet each other in the next time, but this didn't happen at all. But now I got used to it already.
I see, I see. So it was hard for you to
Yeah.
mingle with Filipinos.
Yeah.
The last one would be, have you ever experienced difficulty in transacting or communicating in English with Filipinos?
Yes, I have. I have many times. Because when I first arrived, I wasn't able to communicate in English. I didn't learn the language. I directly started my college, and it was hard since I wasn't able to understand and I wasn't able to speak. So I managed to survive. But then I tried my best. I learned English, and to the point that I can now express myself properly. However, after I learned and I got my basis on English, I realized that many Filipinos are lacking. So sometimes it's not like they don't know how to speak English. It's like whenever they see a foreigner, they block their mind like as if, oh, you are good and I'm not. So this creates somehow a barrier among us. Whenever I want to speak, you already set in your mind that you won't understand. So this will make the communication not to be full in purpose. This is mostly the difficulty that I have.
I see. You usually see this every day with other people. Thank you for your time. As a last question, which we didn't ask at first, what nationality are you?
Puerto Guinean. I know that you haven't heard about this country, but let me give a quick overview. My country is Equatorial Guinea. It's located in Central Africa and is the only African country that speaks Spanish. That's because we've been colonized by Europe, Spaniards, and we adopt the language.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now, thank you again.
Welcome.
Thanks for talking.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias. That's all for it. Thank you for watching, guys.
Hey guys, it's our group. We're going to talk about globalization. So, what is globalization? Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about the characteristics of globalization. Some can be economic, some can be political, some can be social. It could be growing inequality. It could be new regimes of regularization, like how much carbon dioxide a factory can emit in a year. It can be global environmental changes, how many trees you have to plant in a year. It could be increased changes in goods, values, symbols, whatever. It could be the increase of interaction and exchange. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of characteristics when it comes to globalization. And there are going to be advantages and disadvantages of globalization. But I'm only going to focus on the advantages of globalization. And for that, I'm going to pass you on to my other group member, Murray. So Murray, what are your thoughts of the advantages of globalization?
Advantage of globalization. Globalization let countries move closer together to each other. People, companies, and organizations in different countries can live and work together. We can exchange goods, money, and ideas faster and easier than before. Modern communications and technology like the internet, cell phones, and televisions help us in our daily lives to be in touch with our loved ones and to be updated on what's happening around the world.
Thank you for that, Murray. That was really, really informative. Now we're going to go on to the effects of globalization in language use and communication. And for that, we're going to go to Kenneth Ellis. Kenneth, what are your thoughts about this?
What are the effects of communication? The effects of communication are making connection with other people, and in this connection, we can influence, entertain, and exchange ideas that eventually lead us to improvement of ourselves and our surroundings.
Thank you for that, Kenneth. That was really informative. Now we're going to pass on to Gerald Idagio and let him explain the conclusion of all this. Geraldy?
All of us came from different backgrounds like culture. Culture defines our identity or where we belong. The help of globalization is to give us an opportunity to communicate or socialize with other culture through health, technology, media, education. Through these things, we find ourselves to be connected like as one or as whole. We also appreciate and understand other culture through globalization.
Thank you, Geraldy, for that wonderful conclusion. And thank you guys for watching our video. Here's a cheers to globalization. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
In this lesson of communication and globalization, I learned that communication is directly affected by the process of globalization and helps to increase business opportunity, remove cultural barrier, and develop a global culture.